Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating areas of British coin collecting, the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom halfpenny coins. If you think every old halfpenny is only worth a fraction of a cent, think again. Some rare dates, unusual minting errors, exceptional conditions, and proof versions have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars at auctions. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone who has inherited an old coin collection, this video could help you discover a hidden treasure. Let's get started. First up, the fascinating United Kingdom 1940 halfpenny in black shade condition. At first glance, this dark-toned bronze coin may appear old, worn, or even damaged, causing many people to overlook it. However, experienced collectors know that appearance alone does not determine value. While a black shade caused by oxidation usually lowers the price, naturally aged surfaces can still attract collectors, especially if the coin retains strong details. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1940 halfpenny, its unique design, why collectors still search for certain examples, how damaged or black-toned coins are valued, and what these coins have sold for at auctions in US dollars. The 1940 halfpenny was issued during one of the most challenging periods in British history, as the United Kingdom was deeply involved in the Second World War. Despite wartime conditions, the Royal Mint continued producing everyday circulating coins so the economy could function normally. The coin was struck in bronze and features King George VI on the obverse, while the reverse displays the famous Golden Hind, the historic ship of Sir Francis Drake. More than 32 million examples were produced, making the date relatively common overall, although exceptional preserved pieces and interesting varieties remain collectible today. The 1940 halfpenny has a diameter of approximately 25.5 millimeters, weighs about 5.67 grams, and was struck in bronze with a plain edge. The portrait of King George VI was designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget, who also created the reverse featuring the elegant Golden Hind sailing ship. Over the decades, many coins developed a black or very dark brown appearance because bronze naturally reacts with moisture, air, and storage conditions. Some collectors appreciate attractive natural toning, while others prefer original brown or red-brown surfaces. If a black-shaded coin still has sharp lettering, clear details, and no major corrosion, it can remain an appealing collectible despite its appearance. Although the 1940 halfpenny itself is not considered a rare date due to its large mintage, finding examples with unusual characteristics, attractive natural toning, or high-quality preservation is much more difficult. A coin with a black shade caused by natural aging may still interest collectors if the surfaces are stable and the design remains clear. On the other hand, coins that are heavily corroded, bent, cleaned, or deeply damaged generally bring lower prices. Collectors also pay close attention to possible die varieties and striking differences, which can make an otherwise common coin more desirable. This is why every 1940 halfpenny deserves a careful inspection before being dismissed as ordinary. Now let's discuss what a 1940 halfpenny in black shade condition may be worth today. A heavily circulated or damaged example with dark surfaces typically sells for around 25 cents to $2. If the coin has even wear but retains strong detail and an attractive natural black tone, collectors may pay between $3 and $10. Better preserved examples with excellent eye appeal can sell for $15 to $30 or more. Certified mint state coins have reached significantly higher prices, with some examples selling for $25 or more, while exceptional pieces with outstanding preservation, attractive toning, or rare varieties may achieve even stronger auction results depending on collector demand. Actual prices vary according to grade, originality, eye appeal, and the auction venue. If you own a 1940 halfpenny, avoid cleaning it, even if the surface has turned black. Cleaning usually removes the original patina and can reduce the coin's value. Instead, examine the coin under good lighting and look for sharp details, unusual die varieties, and natural, even toning. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent further environmental damage. If you believe your coin has exceptional quality or a rare variety, consider having it professionally graded before offering it for sale, as certification can increase buyer confidence. The United Kingdom 1940 halfpenny is a wonderful reminder of Britain's wartime history and remains an enjoyable coin for collectors around the world. While most black-shaded or damaged examples are affordable, coins with attractive natural toning, strong details, rare varieties, or outstanding preservation can command much higher prices at auction. Before spending or discarding an old bronze halfpenny, take a closer look. You might discover a collectible piece with greater value than you expected. Next up, the United Kingdom halfpenny 1963 in circulated condition. At first glance, this small bronze coin may seem like just another piece of old pocket change, but collectors know that every vintage British coin has a story to tell. The 1963 halfpenny represents one of the final years before major changes in the United Kingdom's currency system, making it an interesting piece of British numismatic history. While most circulated examples are common, certain coins with exceptional eye appeal, unusual striking characteristics, or rare minting errors have attracted significant attention at auctions. In today's video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its unique design, collector demand, rarity, and the auction prices it can achieve in today's market, all in US dollars. Make sure to watch until the end because you might discover that an old halfpenny sitting in a collection or forgotten drawer could be worth much more than its original face value. The United Kingdom halfpenny of 1963 was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait appears on the obverse of the coin. The halfpenny had already served the British economy for centuries and was one of the country's smallest circulating denominations. By 1963, Britain was still using the traditional pre-decimal monetary system in which 240 pennies equaled £1 sterling. The halfpenny played an important role in everyday purchases, particularly for inexpensive goods, public transport fares, newspapers, and sweets. Millions of these coins circulated throughout the country, passing through countless hands during daily commerce. The Royal Mint continued producing halfpennies with high manufacturing standards, ensuring durability despite heavy circulation. Although the denomination would eventually disappear after decimalization, the 1963 issue remains one of the memorable final-era halfpennies that collectors continue to appreciate today. One of the most attractive features of the 1963 halfpenny is its classic British design. The obverse features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, surrounded by traditional royal inscriptions. The reverse displays the famous Golden Hind, the historic ship associated with Sir Francis Drake, sailing proudly above the denomination halfpenny and the date 1963. This elegant maritime design symbolizes Britain's rich naval heritage and remains one of the most recognizable coin reverses ever produced by the Royal Mint. The coin is struck in bronze, giving it a warm reddish-brown appearance when well preserved. Even circulated examples often retain impressive detail, making them enjoyable additions to collections. Collectors also carefully inspect these coins for off-center strikes, die cracks, doubled lettering, or other mint errors, which can dramatically increase desirability and value. Although the Royal Mint produced millions of halfpennies in 1963, circulated examples remain popular because they represent an important period in British coinage history. Most circulated coins are affordable, allowing new collectors to own a genuine pre-decimal British coin without spending large amounts of money. However, demand increases considerably for circulated coins that retain unusually strong details, original surfaces, or attractive natural toning. Coins that show only moderate wear while preserving sharp features are especially sought after by collectors building date sets. In addition, any authenticated mint error such as a striking error, die variety, or other unusual production characteristic can transform an ordinary circulated halfpenny into a highly collectible piece. Because collectors continue searching for premium quality examples and unusual varieties, interest in the 1963 halfpenny remains steady in the numismatic market. Now let's discuss what many viewers are most interested in: the current market value. A typical circulated 1963 United Kingdom halfpenny generally sells for approximately 50 cents to $3, depending on overall condition and eye appeal. Better preserved circulated examples with stronger details often bring $5 to $15. Coins that grade in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition can sell for $20 to $60, while certified mint state examples frequently realize $75 to $200 or more, depending on grade and demand. If a genuine mint error or rare die variety is discovered, auction prices can increase substantially. Verified error coins have occasionally sold for several $100s, and particularly desirable examples may exceed $500 at specialized auctions. Ultimately, value depends on factors such as condition, rarity, originality, certification, collector demand, and whether the coin possesses any unusual mint characteristics. If you own a 1963 halfpenny, examine it carefully before deciding its value. Start by checking the date, looking closely for any unusual lettering, double designs, off-center strikes, or die cracks. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning usually reduces collector value by damaging the original surface. Store the coin in a protective holder or archival quality coin flip to prevent further wear or corrosion. Comparing your coin with certified examples can also help determine its condition more accurately. If you believe your coin has a rare mint error or is an exceptionally high grade, consider submitting it to a professional grading service. Certification can increase buyer confidence and may help the coin achieve a stronger auction result. Keeping detailed records of your collection and monitoring recent auction sales will also help you stay informed about changing market values. The United Kingdom halfpenny 1963 may not be among Britain's rarest circulating coins, but it remains an important and highly collectible reminder of the country's pre-decimal currency system. Its beautiful golden hind design, historical significance, and connection to the reign of Queen Elizabeth II continue to attract collectors around the world. While ordinary circulated examples usually carry modest values, exceptional condition coins, certified high-grade specimens, and authenticated mint errors can command much higher auction prices in today's market. Every old coin deserves careful examination because small differences in condition or striking can make a remarkable difference in value. Next up, the fascinating 1966 United Kingdom halfpenny, especially examples found in rusty or heavily circulated condition. Many people discover these old bronze coins tucked away in drawers, inherited collections, or mixed with foreign coins and wonder if they might be worth something. Although a rusty 1966 halfpenny is not considered a rare date by mintage alone, certain examples with exceptional eye appeal, unusual striking characteristics, or collectible errors have attracted strong interest from collectors. In today's video, we'll explore the history of this classic British coin, its unique design, how condition affects value, why even damaged pieces can still have collector appeal, and what these coins have sold for at auctions in US dollars. The 1966 United Kingdom halfpenny was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, several years before the United Kingdom adopted decimal currency in 1971. The halfpenny had been part of British everyday commerce for generations and was commonly used for small purchases. By 1966, millions of these coins were circulating throughout the country, making them a familiar sight in shops, markets, and public transport. Produced from bronze, the coin was built to withstand heavy daily use, which is why many surviving examples today show scratches, discoloration, corrosion, and environmental damage. Despite its once common circulation, the coin now represents an important piece of Britain's pre-decimal monetary history, making it a popular addition to collections around the world. One of the most attractive features of the 1966 halfpenny is its traditional British design. The obverse displays the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, surrounded by a Latin inscription identifying her as Queen. The reverse features the famous seated figure of Britannia holding a trident beside a shield, a design that has symbolized Britain's strength and maritime heritage for centuries. The date 1966 appears prominently below Britannia, while the denomination halfpenny is displayed around the design. Struck in bronze, the coin originally had a warm reddish-brown color that gradually darkened through circulation. Even when affected by rust-like corrosion or environmental staining, many collectors appreciate these coins because they preserve a tangible connection to British history. Although the 1966 halfpenny was produced in large numbers, collector demand depends heavily on condition and originality. Rusty or corroded coins generally sell for much less than bright, well-preserved examples because corrosion can permanently damage the coin's surface. However, not every rusty coin is without value. Some collectors actively purchase heavily circulated examples to complete date sets, while others search for unusual minting errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or other rare varieties that may still exist on worn coins. If a rusty 1966 halfpenny displays a significant mint error or has an interesting provenance, it can become far more desirable than an ordinary circulated example. As interest in British pre-decimal coinage continues to grow internationally, even lower-grade examples remain collectible because they are affordable and historically significant. When discussing value, it is important to separate ordinary circulated coins from exceptional collector pieces. A typical 1966 halfpenny in rusty or heavily worn condition generally sells for around 25 cents to $3 depending on its overall appearance and collector demand. Better circulated examples with less corrosion often bring $3 to $10. Coins showing attractive natural toning or unusually sharp details despite circulation may sell for $10 to $30. Certified mint state examples without damage have reached $40 to over $100 at auctions, depending on grade and market conditions. If a genuine mint error is present, values can increase dramatically, with some rare error varieties selling for several $100s. Therefore, while an ordinary rusty 1966 halfpenny is usually inexpensive, carefully examining it for unusual characteristics before selling is always worthwhile. If you own a 1966 United Kingdom halfpenny, avoid cleaning or polishing it, even if the surface appears rusty or stained. Cleaning often removes the coin's original surface and can significantly reduce its value to collectors. Instead, store the coin in a protective holder or capsule to prevent additional environmental damage. Examine both sides carefully under good lighting for unusual die cracks, doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or other minting errors that may increase collector interest. Comparing your coin with certified examples and consulting current auction results can also help determine its market value. If you believe your coin has an unusual feature or is in exceptionally high grade, professional grading may be worth considering before offering it for sale. The 1966 United Kingdom halfpenny may appear to be an ordinary old bronze coin, but it represents an important chapter in Britain's rich numismatic history. Even in rusty condition, it remains a collectible piece that appeals to enthusiasts of pre-decimal British coinage. While most heavily circulated examples are modestly valued, coins with outstanding preservation, rare mint errors, or exceptional collector appeal can achieve much stronger auction prices. Before dismissing an old halfpenny as pocket change, take a closer look. You might discover a fascinating historical artifact or even a surprisingly valuable collectible. Next up, the United Kingdom 1947 halfpenny in fine condition. At first glance, this small bronze coin may seem ordinary, but for coin collectors and numismatic enthusiasts, it represents an important chapter in Britain's post-war era. While millions of these coins were produced, well-preserved examples continue to attract interest from collectors around the world. In today's video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its unique design features, its rarity in fine condition, current auction market values in US dollars, and useful collecting tips that can help you determine whether your 1947 halfpenny deserves a place in your collection. The 1947 United Kingdom halfpenny was issued during the reign of King George VI, a monarch remembered for leading Britain through the difficult years of the Second World War. By 1947, Britain was rebuilding its economy, and everyday coins like the halfpenny played a vital role in daily commerce. These bronze coins were used for small purchases and circulated extensively across the country. The halfpenny had already been a familiar part of British currency for generations, making it one of the nation's longest-running coin denominations. The 1947 issue reflects the resilience of Britain during a time of recovery and rebuilding. Because these coins were heavily used in everyday transactions, many surviving examples show significant wear. Finding attractive pieces with clear details has become increasingly challenging, adding to their appeal among collectors. The obverse of the 1947 halfpenny features the dignified portrait of King George VI, surrounded by the traditional Latin inscription identifying him as king. His portrait is admired for its simple yet elegant design, capturing the character of Britain's wartime monarch. The reverse displays the famous seated figure of Britannia, holding her trident with a shield resting beside her. Britannia has symbolized Britain's strength, stability, and maritime heritage for centuries. The date 1947 appears clearly beneath the design, while the denomination halfpenny is displayed prominently. The coin was struck in bronze, measures approximately 25.5 mm in diameter, and weighs about 5.67 grams. Even in fine condition, much of Britannia's outline and King George VI portrait remain visible, allowing collectors to appreciate the artistry despite years of circulation. The 1947 halfpenny is not considered a rare date because a large number were minted. However, collector demand depends heavily on condition. Fine condition examples still retain recognizable design details, making them desirable for collectors assembling complete King George VI halfpenny collections. Although damaged or heavily worn coins usually have only modest value, coins with attractive surfaces, even wear, and no serious corrosion or cleaning are often preferred over badly damaged examples. Collectors also pay close attention to original color, sharp lettering, and clear date visibility. Interest in British coinage continues to grow internationally, especially among collectors who appreciate historic pre-decimal coins. As more people build complete date collections, quality examples of the 1947 halfpenny continue to find buyers at coin shows and online auctions. For a typical 1947 United Kingdom halfpenny in fine condition, the market value generally ranges between $1 and $5, depending on eye appeal, originality, and the selling platform. Very fine examples often sell for around $5 to $12, while extremely fine examples may bring $15 to $40. Coins with outstanding mint red color or certified high grades can occasionally sell for $50 to over $150 at specialist auctions if a 1947 halfpenny is discovered with a genuine mint error, such as an off-center strike, a major die error, or another authenticated variety. Its value can increase significantly. However, such pieces are uncommon and should be professionally authenticated before assuming they are valuable. If you own a 1947 halfpenny, always inspect the date carefully and examine the coin under good lighting. Look for clear details on King George VI portrait and Britannia, as stronger details generally increase collector appeal. Avoid cleaning the coin, since polishing or harsh cleaning can reduce its value. Store it in a protective holder to prevent scratches and environmental damage. If you believe your coin has an unusual error or exceptionally high grade, consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service. Certified coins often attract greater confidence from buyers in the auction market. Building a complete collection of King George VI halfpennies can also increase enjoyment, as each year tells part of Britain's fascinating monetary history. The 1947 United Kingdom halfpenny in fine condition is a wonderful reminder of Britain's post-war recovery and an enduring piece of British numismatic history. While it is not one of the rarest halfpennies ever produced, it remains a popular collectible because of its historical significance, classic Britannia design, and connection to the reign of King George VI. Most examples in fine condition are affordable, typically selling for only a few dollars, but higher-grade specimens and authenticated error coins can achieve much stronger auction results. Whether you're an experienced collector or just beginning your journey into coin collecting, the 1947 halfpenny is an excellent addition to any collection. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos about valuable and historic coins from around the world. Happy collecting!